I mean, wholeheartedly, I apologize because I do not join none of your lesson or practice session because of my material commitment and all this. I can't. But thank you so much for joining. I'll start with the Mangalacharan. Om Agyana Timirandasa Gananjana Salakaya Chakshur Unmilitam Gena Tasmai Sri Guruve Namaha Sri Chaitanya Manovistam Sthapitam Ena Bhutale Sayam Rupa Kadamayam Tadati Cha Padantikam Vandeham Sri Guru Sri Utha Padakamalam Sri Gurum Vaishnavamscha Sri Rupa Sarvajata Sahagana Raghunatam Tatam Sajivam Sarvaitam Sarvabhutam Parijana Sahitam Krishna Chaitanya Devam Sri Radha Krishna Prada Sahagana Lalita Sri Vishakatamscha He Krishna Karuna Sindhu Dinobandhu Jagatpate Gopisha Gopika Kanto Radha Kanto Namastute तप्त कंचन गौरांगी राधे बिंदावनेश्वरी विश्वभानुसुते देवी प्रणमामि हरिप्रिये वाञ्छाकल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपा सिन्धु एव च पतितानं पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर शिवासादि गौर भक्तबिंद हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे 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 कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे 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 कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे 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 कृष्ण
Hare Krishna. Thank you, Prabhuji. Very nicely done. For the Kirtan, would you like anyone to accompany you?
I'll do myself, Mataji.
Oh, okay.
If you don't mind.
No problem. No problem.
It's just Joy Radha Madhav anyway, just 4 lines anyway. Thank you.
Okay. Okay. Yeah, sure. Just bear with me. I thought I was sharing. Welcome, Pati Mataji. Please accept my humble obeisances. All glories to Srila Prabhupada.
Hare Krishna, Mataji. Thank you. Hare Krishna, everybody.
Should I start, Mataji?
Yes, please. Yes.
Jai Radha Madhav Jai Kunjo Bihari Jai Radha Madhav Jai Kunjo Bihari Jai Gopi Jana Vallabha Jai Girivardhari Jai Gopi Jana Vallabha Jashodanandana Brajajana Ranjana Jashodanandana Brajajana Ranjana Jashodanandana Brajajana Ranjana Jamuna Tira Vanachari Jayo Radha Madhava Jayo Kunjo Bihari Jayo Radha Madhava Jayo Kunjo Bihari Gopi Jana Vallabha Jayo Girivardhari Jayo Gopi Jana Vallabha Jayo Girivardhari Jashodanandana Brajajana Ranjana Jashodanandana Brajajana Ranjana Jashodanandana Brajajana Ranjana Jamuna Tira Banachari Jayo Radha Madhava Jayo Kunjo Bihari Jayo Radha Madhava Jayo Kunjo Bihari Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna Mataji, Hare Bol.
Thank you so much, Haribol. Thank you so much. So I'm sharing the verse that you would like
Thank you,
to
Mataji.
talk about. Thank you.
The Bhart plus Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. So Mataji, how do you do? So I recite the Sanskrit, then translate and the purport?
Yes,
Okay.
you can do the verse, then read the synonyms if you want to, then translation and the purport, and then talk about it.
All right, Hare Bol.
Yeah.
So 18.61. Ishwaram Sarvabhutanam Riddheshe Arjuna Tirati Pramayam Sarvabhutani Jantra Rudrani Mayam. Ishwaram, the Supreme Lord, Sarvabhutanam, of all living entities, Riddheshe, in the location of the heart, Arjuna, O Arjuna, Tishtati, decides, Brahmayam, causing to trouble, Sarvabhutani, all living entities, Yantra, on a machine, Urudhani, being placed, Mayam, under the spell of material energy. Now read the translation. Sri Prabhupada ki jai. The Supreme Lord is situated in everyone's heart, O Arjuna, and is detecting the wandering of all living entities who are seated as on a machine made of material energy. Arjuna was not the supreme knower, and his decision to fight or not to fight was confined to his limited discretion. Lord Krishna instructed that the individual is not all in all. The Supreme Personality, Godhead, or He Himself, Krishna, as the localized Super Soul, sits in the heart, directing the living beings. After changing bodies, the living entity forgets his past states, but the Super Soul, as the knower of the past, present, and future, remain the witness of all activities. Therefore, all the activities of living entities are directed by the Super Soul. The living entity gets what he deserves and is carried by the material body, which is created in the material energy under the direction of Super Soul. As soon as as soon as a living entity is placed in a particular type of body, he has no work under the spell of that bodily situation. A person seated in a high-speed motor car goes faster than one seated in the slower car. Though the living entity, the driver, may be the same, similarly, by the order of the Supreme Soul, material, natural fashions are particular type of body to particular type of living entity, so that he may work according to his past desire. The living entity is not independent. One should not think himself independent of Supreme Personality of Godhead. The individual is always under the Lord's control. Therefore, one's duty is to surrender, and that is the injunction of the next verse. Sri Prabhupada ki jai. Hari Bol. So, yeah, although I do not have the capacity to talk about it, but I'll try. Hare Krishna Mataji, thank you for giving me the opportunity.
Don't worry, Prabhuji. Just take your time and just be relaxed. Everyone is very humble, and no one is going to judge or anything like that. So just don't worry about anything.
Thank you, Mataji. Thank you. Okay, in this verse, Lord Krishna is emphasizing the dependence of the soul upon God. Sri Krishna says, Arjuna, whether you choose to obey me or not, your position will be always remain under my dominion. So ultimately, Krishna is saying that whatever you choose is already controlled by me. You will be under my dominion. The body in which we reside is a machine made from the material energy of the Lord. The body is based upon the past karmas. The body we are in depends what we have done previously. Krishna has given us the body according to our past karmas. Lord has given us the kind of body as we deserve. Whatever we have done, the deeds, according to God, Lord has given us the body. Supreme Lord also seated in this body and taking notes all our thoughts, our deeds, and our words. So Supreme Personality of Godhead will also judge whatever we do in the present to decide our future. So we should never think that we are independent. That's what the verse says. So as the bodies, as a soul, we are seated in this body. At the same time, the super soul, Krishna, is sitting there as well, and he's taking all the notes, all the deeds, all the words we are doing in the present. According to this karma, we'll have the future body. And at the same time, Krishna is saying that we should never think that we are independent of Krishna in any condition. Hence, Krishna is saying to Arjuna, you are, for your self-interest, surrender unto me. For our benefit or for our betterment, we should surrender to Krishna. So this is the verse. And now, the very first thing we surrender to come to the, I'll go a little bit further at the back, is to become a devotee, or to become have the realization that we are the soul. We are not this body. This is the first identity realized, and this is the first progress of us to get into the go into the spiritual progress. We are separate from this body. The body is just a machine, and as a soul, we are sitting on it. We have to use every parts of our body to reconnect ourselves to Krishna. This material world, if we think as a river, and our body is given, Krishna has given our body as a boat So we have to use this boat to cross the river and to reconnect, to go to the other side to Krishna. Because of our pride or our jealousy, we came to this material world. So our purpose, the main purpose, is go back to Krishna and reconnect to Krishna. So that's the very first thing we have to realize, that we are the soul, we are not this body. And the body we have got, we should use all the facilities of this body. Like we use our car to take us to a destination. At the same way, we have to use the body, every parts of the body, to take us to Krishna. For example, we can use our eyes. We should use our eyes to darshan Lord, to have the view, always see Lord in front of our eyes. We should use our hands to service Lord. We should use our tongue for chanting. We should use our mouth for preaching, bhajan, and kirtan. So we should use every instrument of the body as a tools to reconnect ourselves to Krishna. A body without Krishna consciousness is a dead body. Our aim to become the Das of Krishna with pure consciousness. Our body at the same time, our body is composed with senses, 5 senses. The senses always hungry after the objects. For example, the eyes see a beautiful person and tell us, oh, there's a beautiful girl, let's go and see her. Ear hear a nice song or loud music. Oh, let's see what the music is. Let us go and hear it. The tongue is saying, oh, there's a nice restaurant, that must be nice food. Let's go and enjoy that. Let us go there. In this way, the senses are dragging us from one place to another. And because of this, we are perplexed. The ignorance within us is separating us from Krishna. Ignorance needs to be removed completely from us. And we have to learn how to control these senses. We must learn how to control these senses. The bodily pleasure is fleeting and intoxicating, and we cannot actually enjoy it. We think that we are enjoying, if we have this, we have grabbed this, then we'll enjoy it. But this is just for few little while. That enjoyment will go. The human nature, we all are hankering for enjoyment, but we do not know the real enjoyment. What is the real enjoyment? Actual pleasure is. Actual pleasure is of the soul, not the body. We have to mold our lives in such a way that we will not be diverted by the bodily pleasure. We should be always hankering for the for the actual pleasure which comes from Krishna. It is not possible for us to establish our consciousness in its true identity beyond this body. We have to realize that the body is temporarily given to us by Krishna to use it as a machine, and at the same time look for it so that at the same time we should look after it so that the body can serve us well to reach our destination. As I was discussing the realization of that we are not this body, we are the soul. This is called the first question we should ask, that who are we, where we came from, and where we are heading to. This is Agata Brahma Jigyasa. The first thing we should do, that we should ask that who are we? We are really we. Where do we come from? And where are we heading to? Prabhupada gives a very nice example all the time. I always like this example. If you are going on a train, you see someone is sitting next to you on a train. If you ask him, oh, where do you come from? If the person answer you, oh, I don't know. And then you ask, okay, where are you going to? If the person says, I don't know, then obviously you think that this is a mad person. Our condition is the same. We are here, and if we don't know that where we came from, where are we going to? So we are running around like a mad person. We do not know where are we doing, where are we going, where do we came from. This is the main purpose of our, as a soul, ourselves, that ask ourselves or ask the Agata Brahma Jigasha, that who are we? I'm not a body, I'm a soul. So where do we come from and where are we heading to? So yeah, so this is the main and how we realize, how our realize and consciousness goes better is a few steps. One thing is to get into bhakti path or pure consciousness, is devotee sangha, as we are doing. We are, in a way, we are very lucky that in this lifetime we are associated with Bhakta. We came to Srila Prabhupada's shelter under the Srila Prabhupada's umbrella. Who knows in next life where are you going to go? Where are you going to born? Which body you will get? Like, it's very scary if you think deeply, that if you say such a countries like where all the war in Afghanistan or all those, if we are born there, we'll not have. I sometimes feel myself, I feel very scared. If I don't get the Srila Prabhupada's kripa next birth, what will happen? How I'm going to, if I cannot complete my journey in this lifetime, what will happen? How can I reconnect to Srila Prabhupada? It really scares me if I think this way. So to do that, one of the best way to do is bhakti path or pure consciousness is most important step of the devotee sangha. Even Lord Ram said that, Narak is better than the Dusta Sangha. If you are in Narak Bash means if you are living in Narak. If you go to hell, in Narak means hell. So your path will cut down from there. It will reduce. Then one time you will reach up to the level that you come back to consciousness or you come to Krishna. But if you are in association or Dustolok or Dusta Sangha, then your path increase all the time. So we have to be very, very careful that whom we are associating with. There's a good analogy for in that sense. Sometimes we although sometimes, and another thing is although we are sometimes with a good association, but are we taking that thing what the guru or the senior devotees are trying to give it to us? Are we connecting our soul to their soul? How they want to give us? It's a good analogy. I'll say that, say we are in a rural area, our mobile network is very poor. Not even one is coming and going. But in that area, they have the Wi-Fi. We are sitting there, Wi-Fi is there, but we don't have the password. So through the mobile, we are hardly getting some information, or giving some information to the other person or other world. But if we connected with the password and the Wi-Fi, how fast we can gather this. It's the same way. If we are associated with some Bhakta and devotees, not just associating, connecting with them and connecting with their soul, that what they're trying to give. And the best way to do this is surrender. We have to surrender completely. Without surrendering, connecting deeply is impossible. To understand Guru, to understand deeply the Bhakta or the any type of teaching, we have to surrender. There's another thing in that direction is sometimes we overthink. We always think something like analyzing comes with the books and everything. We try to analyze too much. Sometimes too much analyzing is not good. We should be in a mood of surrender. We have the dash on the dash. So we should not analyzing and thinking, oh, I should know better. I should know. There's an example for that as well. I'll tell another story. There's a cowherd boy in a village. He milked the cow all the time, and the cow is growing every year, and he has a nice 2 horns, and the horns are carving together, making a big hole in top of his head. And the cowboy, every time he was milking, and he was thinking, oh, if I put my head, what will happen? If I put my head inside these horns, what will happen? By thinking like this, after keep doing the same job every day and thinking the same thing every time. In a year time, one day he did that. He put his head inside the horn, and the cow doesn't know what to do. Cow is running with him, and his head is stuck, and he's running all over the village. He's screaming, the cow is running. Then at the end, the villagers caught him and took him out. And then everyone is asking him, what did you think? What you were thinking that you were doing? Are you thinking? Do you have a good? The boy said, yes, I am thinking over the year what I'm doing, but I'm thinking in the wrong direction. So our condition sometimes is like this. We should not overthink something. We should be able to surrender completely to Lord. Important point is that help us to increase Krishna consciousness is determination. Whether obstacle comes in life, I will not be derailed from the bhakti path of Krishna consciousness. Few things we have to grow inside us, like forgiveness. If anyone tried to harm, Thakur Haridas forgiven even the people who are trying to kill him. Try to encourage him to chant Harinam. Mahaprabhu, Nityananda Mahaprabhu and Nityananda Mahaprabhu, they're when some the Jagayan Madhai hit Nityananda Prabhu, Mahaprabhu wanted to hurt them, wanted to kill them with the chakra, but Nityananda Prabhu said no. Forgive them. So controlling sense is very important. Another part, we have to detach our sense from the material attachment and attach to Harinam. And Pavitrata is another thing, cleanliness. We should be clean inside out, not only outside. We have to clean ourselves. Chetomarjana darpanam. So the more we clean our inside, the mirror will open and we'll get touch with Krishna more. We can see Krishna more, and we can be more connected to the Krishna, Krishna. Not only food, also pavitra food, eating prasadam, harinam, and clean our inside. And if we eat sattik food, sattik sangha, and word is sattik, hearing sattik, then our thinking will be all sattik. We should always keep Krishna in middle of everything to reconnect to Krishna. So at the end, the most important thing is bhakti. The power of bhakti is like this. If food is attached to bhakti, that become prasad. If water is attached to bhakti, that become amrit. We are traveling. If we travel, which is attached to bhakti, that become tirth. Music attached to bhakti, that become kirtan. Home attached to bhakti, that become temple. And action attached to bhakti, that becomes seva. I will conclude soon. That's it. Ultimately, this is the verse I have gathered from here, is that we should use our body as a machine. Krishna is always sitting there, watching us, whatever we're saying, and he will, he will give us the body as we deserve and as according to our karma. And this body, we should utilize it fully to reconnect to Krishna. Hari Bol. Hare Krishna Mataji.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji. I think it was amazing. I really thought you did so well. And I loved all the analogies you used. So nice. And then the last bit that you just talked about, that was like icing on the cake. How the food becomes prasadam, and how the walking to the becomes tirtha, and temple, the home becomes temple, and amrit and everything. You did so well, Prabhuji.
Thank you.
I would like to ask.
Please forgive me if I have done any mistake, Mataji.
Not at all.
I do not have the. I know that.
Not at all,
Amukha Prabhu is
Prabhuji.
there. I know.
You know so much. You did so well, and all the lovely examples you gave us, how we can improve in our spiritual life and how we can progress. I thought that was really good tips that you gave us. Shall I now ask Amok Prabhuji if he wants to add? I had also, before we go to Amok Prabhuji as well, just as a few more, just chose a couple of other ones as well, because they were similar to what you were talking about. That the super soul is within our heart, and he is the one who sanctions everything as well.
Yes,
So that bit is there. The bit that I liked here was the Lord is always giving instructions from within and from without. And from without, he gives instructions as stated in Bhagavadgita, and from within, he acts like a Chaitya Guru, and he tries to convince the living entity that his activities in the material field are not conducive to real happiness. This is what you were talking about as well, that you are always engaged. If you're engaged in sensory gratification, we need to move away to spiritual, use our body parts and everything in spirituality. Then there was this verse as well, Bhagavad Gita 15.15 as well, that the Lord is seated in everyone's heart, and from me comes remembrance, knowledge, and forgetfulness. So he's the one who gives us knowledge. And at the same time, if we want to keep on enjoying in this material life, then he will also give us forgetfulness as well. And then you talked about the past deeds as well, that the karma and all that. So everything what you said, these other additional verses also support all that as well. Thank you, Prabhuji, so much. I will ask Amok Prabhuji now. If you can give us more insight to what you were talking about. Thank you.
Hare Krishna Mataji and Hare Krishna Prabhuji. So beautifully explained, Prabhuji. All the points with the Lord staying in the heart of all the living entities. And he watches everything, and one has to think that one has to think that he observes that Supreme Lord in his heart. But generally, we also discuss many times, but we do not give attention that Lord is seeing to our actions. So that is how we need to see that one. Any practical examples would you like to give us, Prabhuji? That Lord is present, so I'm with the Lord, so that, for example, if I am in office and if my manager is saying me, then I don't do anything like taking phone, something like chit-chatting and doing something like that. I just focus on the work. But when the Lord is seeing us in practically, so do we acknowledge that one and the day-to-day life? How do we act? So any comments, Prabhuji?
Prabhu, I believe, I think that sometimes like this way, that if I do this, if Srila Prabhupada was here, what he would have thought, because we are representing him. And the same way, if I am doing something wrong, I feel scared that, if I'm going to do something, this is wrong. Even killing an insects or something, that is going to be noted by Lord, and what will be the karma for me, behind me. So we should be always aware that someone is watching and someone is noting our deeds. That's how I feel.
Thank you, Prabhuji. Okay, so Lord, he just regards, he knows present and the past and the future of the living entity. Jnanam yad yetad avdat, jnanam yad yetad adat kamaha, tam jiva karma padivim anuvartamanaha. So I think that this baby in the womb, when he just prays to the Supreme Personality of Godhead as Super Soul, Tam jiva karma padivim anuvartamana. So he glorifies the Lord, and then he prays, he surrenders himself and very beautifully, but it is so in a compassionate position for the soul. He prays, baby is praying because he could not move, and then in a very unfortunate or in condition, like he prays. Maybe we can just go on particular particular time. Okay, once again to go through those shlokas about the baby's prayers, and he gives different kinds of analogies as well. Baby in the womb, he could not stay, and because of the stool and urine, and then if he goes outside, again outside Maya is there. So inside the problem and also outside also there is a problem. And then finally he surrenders himself to the Supreme Lord, saying that Almighty Lord, so now I will take your help, and I would not waste a single moment also outside once I go to the material world. Now it is inevitable to go outside. Soham wasanapi vibho bahudukavasam garbhananiji gamishe bahiranda kope yetropayatam upasarpati deva maya mitya yadanu samsati chakrametad. He describes, I am now soham vasanapi vibho bahudukavasam. In the womb also it is very difficult, but if I go outside, yetropayatam upasarpati deva maya. So Maya will catch me and then put me back into Samsati Chakrameta, this cycle of birth, old age, disease, and death. Again, later on, finally, he resolves that now I would take shelter of you. And then he comes again. Once he comes into this material world, he forgets everything, all the prayers. Again, he engages based on his spiritual, that consciousness, what he was in the past days. Living in it forgets this his past days, but super soul, as the knower of the past and present and the future, remains the witness of tam jiva karma padivim anuvattamana. So this is again, he is the upadrashta anumanta cha bhakta bhokta maheshwaraha paramatmeti chapyukto purushaha prakrute paraha. So the Lord, he is always observing, and then the living entity gets, he deserves, and he is carried by the material body. So for this one, that is one of the small pastime. So I have shared in the WhatsApp group about the Shanti Devi in 1926. In that year, she was born, and then she was 23 years old when by the time she gave birth to the third child. And after 10 days of the birth to the third child, she left her body. She used to live in the Madura. And then later on, she took a birth in the next following year in a family in the Delhi. And then, so after 4 years of that baby, she started speaking to the small words, and then start talking about my husband is in Madura, in the dialect of Madura language. And also I have got 3 children there, and I died like this, and started describing. Initially, parents did not take it seriously, but later on, because she keep on speaking, and later on, they have observed that they have sent some kind of people there to see if the really family is there, the house is like that, and the children and one person died there. And then they came to know a little bit of information. Yes, this is not an ordinary thing. Later on, even Mahatma Gandhi, he has appointed around 15 people to journalists and also psychologists in different kinds of people to go and analyze this particular situation. In such a way, here the living get it in the past life, whatever the consciousness she was thinking after taking birth in the home in the Delhi, which is around 150 kilometers away, and again talking about her past life. So here again thinking of only the husband and those children. So that remembrance comes back, even the body is changed. So, but here, what we see is again, the soul has come back to this material world, go through birth, old age, disease, and death. So here, previously 20 years old, and in the next life, she lived for 61 years. So that was her life. but it was very prominent, reincarnation. This reincarnation, this concept is not existing in another religions either, but there are so many examples have been described in the past, but the theology from the Christianity does not work. Theology from the other religions like Muslim, Judaism, Buddhism, or those things, they do not work based on these evidences. It gives only the evidences from the Sanatana Dharma. And Bhagavadgita very clearly explains all these things about the consciousness of a living entity. We just was going through this particular story. My Guru Maharaj, Bhakti Vikasava Maharaj, used to describe and keep this point when he's speaking philosophy with other religions, like putting the practical examples, how they needed to understand in the front. Okay, so here the Lord is always, he witnesses the activities of the living entity, and then he gives the body according to the consciousness when he left. Antakale chamam eva smaran muktva kalevaram yat prayat samadbhavam yati nasti atra samsayah but yam vapi smaran bhavam tyajet chinte kalevaram. So when she has left that body, so she was thinking about her husband, her children, like that. And when now she is in the baby body, and when she met her husband, who is now again he married later on, his children have been grown up there now. Now she is in a young body. Her children are in the little bit bigger bodies. They're all more than 10 years old. Now she is around very small, younger than them. And then there is so much of conversations were happening, but it was a very, if you just type in the Google Shanti Devi's and then previously her name was Lugdi Devi from the Madhura. Okay, this one we can see so many of those understandings. Okay, so just what it means to reminds us that one always should think of the Supreme Personality of Godhead, not to come back again to this material world, acknowledging that Lord is always accompanying ourselves, and our body is a chariot, and our senses are the horses, and the mind is holding the reins of those horses. And if we give that mind, when Krishna asks, Maya Pita Mano Buddhe, so we have to give the mind to Krishna. So when Krishna holds these reins, then everything will go properly. He will ride the chariot. Horses will be in the right direction. Yes, so this is what a few reflections from me. Thank you, Prabhuji and Mataji. So I would also request that the devotees take a chance to say any words, reflections. Thank you.
Thank you, Hare Krishna. Thank you so much. I have a question about that, but I'll ask at the end, Prabhuji, about that story. So shall we just go around and ask other people? Asha Mataji, do you have anything to add to this, or you have any reflections or anything?
Nothing to add much. Hare Krishna, Prabhu and Mataji. Prabhu mentioned about the point about taking prasadam, which reminded me to carry on doing it. In between, I stopped doing offering prasadam, offering food to Krishna. So I, sorry, hereafter I'm going to start offering prasadam to Krishna and give it to my children as well.
Thank you. That's so lovely. Thank you so much. Anything, any little thing that you cook, you can offer.
I do give milk in the morning and some fruits, fresh fruits, but not the proper food, Mataji, because I cook in untime and different times. So I find it hard to offer. I don't know whether I can open the altar and offer. I have some little doubt about that.
I think you can, but Prabhuji would know more. Yeah.
Okay.
You can, I'm sure you can do it at any time you cook for yourself. You can offer it to the Lord. Isn't that correct, Prabhuji? Or what do you recommend?
So whenever we need to offer, if the deity is installed with the proper rituals and prana pratishtha is done, then we have to offer timely manner, morning, afternoon, and the evening, like bhoga. So that is what formally we do it. And if we do not have a deity installed, small deities like then if it is just only the picture, so still we offer.
Yeah, just only the pictures, Prabhu.
Yeah, then but it's at that time not much restrictions. So when you have prepared, then you offer it to the Lord, and then later on take it as prasadam.
So even with the wearing work schedule, you can offer it anytime. Yes.
Yes, Mataji.
Okay. Thank you. Thank you,
Thank you,
Mataji.
Prabhu.
Are you okay with
Thank
that?
you, Mataji. Yes, Mataji. Thank you, Mataji.
Okay. Gaurangi Mataji.
Hare Krishna Mataji.
Hare Krishna. Do you have any reflections, anything to add?
Nothing Mataji, but Prabhuji talk about very useful thing we need to do every day like that. So thank you Prabhuji, Debashis Prabhuji. This is very nice class Prabhuji. Hare Krishna. This is Mataji.
You are very kind. I have done that. Just thank you.
Hare Krishna.
Thank you. Thank you, Mataji. Gayatri Mataji.
Hare Krishna Mataji. Thank you so much, Debashis Prabhuji, for such a wonderful session today. I don't have any questions as such for today, Prabhuji, but it was a wonderful session, and Amok Prabhu also explained about what he shared already on which was very beautiful. And Jai Mataji also, thank you so much, Mataji. I don't have any questions.
No
Thank
problem.
you.
Thank you, Mataji. Thank you so much. Meenakshi Mataji. Meenakshi Mataji, are you there? Okay, we'll come back to you later. Pati Mataji.
Hare Krishna Mataji, Hare Krishna everybody. Thank you especially to Debashis Prabhu. There was a beautiful, beautiful explanation about that particular shlok, which I noticed Srila Prabhupada mentions regularly throughout his literature. So, and he draws us back to that so many times. So thank you for that, and all glories to Srila Prabhupada. And for me, the significance of it was really, we think we have so much control over everything, and we really don't. Krishna has. So, the emphasis that the individual soul is not entirely independent, that is kind of brought home very well here. And for me, the larger aspect of this was also that, we think that properties belong to us. And so, there's one shloka in Isho Upanishad, which is Isa Vyasyam Idam Sarvam Yatkincha Jagatyam Jagat Tena Tyaktena Bunjita Magrada Kasyas with Dhanam. So for me, what we see around the world today, everybody wants to take over everybody's property or their countries and things like that, without realizing that, nothing belongs to you, everything belongs to Krishna. And so for me, the larger aspect also played after this particular shlok of Ishvara Sarva Bhutanam. So that was my take on it. And the other thing that I wanted to raise with Amolga Prabhu was, Prabhuji, I have inherited the deities in the temple from my parents. I don't know if there was pran pratishtha done there, but I offer fruits and flowers and so on, is that all right?
Yes, Mataji. Yes, fruits and flowers. That is all right, Mataji.
Okay, because I literally take the shloka patram pushpam phalam toyam, and I hope I'm going by that. But I don't think there was a pran pratishtha that took place. But I have the altar that was that I inherited from my parents. So I am carrying over what my mother used to do. So if that is all right, I'm glad I'm following that. Thank you, Prabhuji, for that assurance.
Thank you, Mataji.
Thank you, Mataji. Thank you so much. Pawan Prabhuji.
Hare Krishna Mataji, Hare Krishna everyone, please accept my humble obeisances. All glories to Srila Prabhupada. Very good session, Prabhuji, Debashis Prabhuji. And then just one question for today is related to the thing which you mentioned, how bad association is, how bad it is, like when compared to even hell. So usually in current scenario, like current situation, so usually we try to avoid bad association. But what if we keep getting if the bad association people keep trying to get in touch, but the thing is, like, if we try to avoid, it becomes like we are being rude, isn't it? So they try and keep their best to reach again and again. But I know that if I engage, I'm sure my bhakti is gonna disturb. So how do we deal that situation without being rude? Prabhuji, there was his Prabhuji, and
Yeah.
would
Is the same question arise to us as well. It's a very good question, Prabhu. But I mean, we live in a material world. We cannot absolutely avoid everything. We have to be practical as well. Sometimes a little bit, but we have to keep Krishna all the time in the middle of things. Sometimes, without even closing your ear, you can close your ear if you don't want to hear it. So we have to proceed that one. And then you always need to think that, Krishna is watching. That's the Sloka says, this Sloka says. We cannot have, I don't think that if we are dealing with the material business, then we can absolutely 100% isolate ourselves and detach from the whole material. Then we have to take the Shannas, Prabhu. But we cannot do that absolutely. But, we can minimize it. Not like, instead of say we have some extra time, let's go and chat with them. Let's go to movie. Rather than go to read a book or listen to Srila Prabhupada. We have to slowly, but gradually, but surely we have to move that way. We have to bring the percentage of non-devotee to devotee more, or non-devotee to devotee association more. That's how I take it, Prabhu. But same thing I feel as well. Sometimes we have to carry on. We work in an atmosphere and all this. We cannot absolutely 100% deny, but we have to think that we're doing this. If you think that I think this way, Prabhu, even work-wise, I think that, my family and my children's are Krishna's part of Krishna. They are they are trying to follow Vaishnavism, and I'm through Krishna. I'm trying to support them. That's how I take. Haribol.
Thank you, Prabhuji. Haribol.
Thank you so much. Thank you. Prabhavati Mataji.
Hare Krishna Mataji, please accept my humble obeisances. Hare Krishna Prabhuji, very nice voice and very nice class. Can you hear me, Hare Krishna?
Yes, we can hear you.
Yes. Yeah, thank you. Thank you, Prabhuji. Very nice verse. As always, I hear you give nice class. And we want to hear from you more, but it is a very important verse and nice to remind. It's a very good reminder. Thank you very much, Prabhuji. Nicely explained. Very nicely. Hare Krishna.
Thank you, Auntie. Thank you so much.
Hare Krishna. Thank you. Ramlala Prabhuji.
Yeah, Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna. Please accept my humble obeisances. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Prabhu.
Yeah, Hare Krishna. Yeah, I have a couple of questions actually. First thing, how does this verse relate to surrendering? Is surrendering to relate to it 1866? And the second or third, you can consider if God is controlling everything, do you still have free will, and why? Can you connect this?
Yeah, Hare Krishna, Prabhu.
Yes.
So your standard of question is very high for me, myself. I'm very small. What was the verse number? Sorry, Prabhu. What verse?
Yeah, just simple to mention, because we know that is Sarvada. At the end, Krishna mentioned Sarvadharma. Yes.
So you want to relate this one to that one?
Yes.
Well, with my little brain, what I understood that we somehow or other we have to surrender to Krishna, and if we overthink ourselves and we want to analyze ourselves more and more, we'll be in more challenging Krishna. So the best way, I always feel the example of Draupadi. Until and unless Draupadi put her both hands up, Krishna didn't come and help. As soon she put her both hands up, at that time, before that, she was holding her sharis with one hand, and still she's calling Krishna. But the end, when she put her both hands up and she called for Krishna, Krishna appears. So we have to have that belief strongly. 100% surrender is not easy. We always think that we are doer, we have some control over it time to time, but we have to realize that all the control, everything is on Krishna's hand. Whatever we as Arjuna, Krishna was saying to Arjuna as well, that you decide to war or not, is all been done. You want to kill them, you want to fight with them or not, I have done everything. So that's how I think we have to, but it's very difficult. We always even Draupadi, she was such a good devotee and such a close friend to Krishna. Still, she wasn't 100% to. She took longer time to surrender to Krishna. For us, is even difficult. But slowly, gradually, we have to have that stage or believe that Avashya Rakshibe Krishna. Harigol Prabhu. That's why I understand.
Yeah, thank you, Prabhuji. It's wonderfully you mentioned. Yes, just to even though as you may explain everything, so sometimes we have to understand how to recognize the soul desire and Krishna's desire. How we can understand this thing? Can we connect this one also?
Desire of the soul and desire of Krishna. So we have to follow the scriptures, isn't it, Prabhuji? The books and things that if you abide by the our parampara, our books, in that way, if we feel that this is my desire, or if I feel this way, my personally, I'll think that if I do this, I am represented. If I am little bit of representing Srila Prabhupada, what other will think of Srila Prabhupada? So if my desire is appropriate, or I shouldn't do this. That's how I think. I take it, Prabhu. Haribol.
Yeah, thank you. Actually, my desire should be to satisfy my guru. That is actually, and my desire and Krishna's guidance. Krishna's guidance through Guru Parampara. Hare Krishna. Thank you very much.
Mataji, you're on mute. Jai Mataji, unmute.
Sorry. Thank you, Ramlala Prabhuji. Thank you so much for that, because it does get our mind to think a bit more when you ask questions. But my question was to Amoga Prabhuji about that story that you told and you put it on WhatsApp. When I read that, I was thinking, how was it that young girl could remember her past life, but others can't? Why is it that some can and some can't? Is there a reason why that happens?
Sorry, Mataji. So it is based on the strong attachment to the family there. So, and she was thinking of her husband and the child, especially to whom she has given birth. And also that is the strong attachment. This is called a ragam. Raga means most attachment. And also she used to mention that, okay, my jewelry box, which is secret place, only her husband knows. And she later on, even the new wife of that person, his name is, I think, Kedarnath. So even she wouldn't understand. She didn't know that one. Later on, the girl, she went there and then showed that one as well. So that is this one. Sarvasyaham Hri Sannivishto Matta Smriti Jnanam Apohanam Cha. Krishna says, based on the desire of a soul, I will give the Sarvasya Chaham. He understands that girls desire what is in the heart of it. So he gives that knowledge. Sometimes he gives such kind of remembrances for everyone else. So it is kind of, so now it became a whole, the world popular reincarnation story. Everyone, Mahatma Gandhi attention throughout the nation, throughout the world, everyone got highlighted. So that means we have to think why Lord is arranging here. So in order to enable such kind of pastimes, he gives remembrance. So this is what we need. This shloka, Sarvasya Chaham Buddhi Sannivishto Matta Smritir Jnanam Apohanam Cha. The baby in the womb, he also karma janma satodbhavam. He will remember 100 lifetimes when he is in the womb of a mother. And as soon as baby comes out of the womb of the mother, he'll forget because of the pains. But again, he revives this energy. But when in what age comes, again, the desire of the how strong that baby is having with the previous relations. Hare Krishna. Thank you, Mataji.
Does anyone have anything else to add or say before we?
Yeah, Hare Krishna.
Okay, okay.
Yeah, Jai Mataji, you mentioned this. Actually, there was another case. One person killed his wife, and at the end, it was incarnation actually, and she knows everything. Newborn baby, she knows everything. So it was at the end that person was punished due to incarnation. So actually, that is also is Krishna was giving. Someone can remember or someone can forget. Actually, we are forgetting. Whatever in the mother womb, whatever our prayers in the Bhagavatam, we know that is we are forgetting, but some remembering. Then we remember that is Krishna. That is a whatever our past life. Otherwise, we forget. There is no past life. People are not believing there is no next life. So everything is we become atheist. But due to remembering such kind of thing, then we remember. Okay, after this birth, people thinking no. Afterward, no end and nothing is nothing. But due to this some cases, remembering some cases, then we remember there will be next life. So is Krishna's also giving someone. Then we remember, okay, there was past life, and there will be future life, both. So this is the Krishna's. But maximum case, people forget. That is the thing, and that is also in Bhagavad Gita also mentioned. Arjun as forgetting everything. Only Krishna is remember. I know everything, whatever is the past and whatever you in the future. Only Krishna knows. So these are the things. So the incarnation, that is certain. And if you remember, if you study Bhagavatam, this is also mother womb. Whatever our prayer, different month, different, and actually mother womb, we are suffering. Is actually not as a good time. That is also hellish part actually. Mother womb, whatever we suffer. So it's a different way, and the different parents, because in this age, parents are not good at all. They are eating different way, their activities are different way. So it's really hellish part in the mother womb. So we have to remember, and we have to remember, study in the Bhagavatam, whatever is mentioned, canto, I think canto 3 or 4, I think. So everything is mentioned. Hare Krishna.
Thank you so much.
Mataji, can I just add something on that?
Yes, of course.
I just feel that like Krishna gives us this ability to forget. Otherwise, I think we'll get mad to remembering all those memories hereafter. We can't. It's human. Even every night when we go to bed, I think somehow or other we forget everything. Then we get up, we reconnect to all this. Even in the night, if you are keep remembering everything, you cannot sleep. So it's a mercy to us that Krishna has helped us to forget everything. Then when it's needed, he gave us the memory as well. Haribol.
Yeah,
Thank you so much. Yes.
But the Shanti Devi, her new mothers, new parents, they did not want to relocate to Madura, to the previous one, knowing that. But later on, the child was though still living with the new parents, but she was conditioned, but thinking always she did not marry throughout her life. So that was her position. So how much pain she would have been. So now she is separated. Physically, it is again प्रकृतेः कर्माणि गुणैः कर्माणि सर्वशः अहंकार विमूढात्मा कर्ताहमिति मन्यते. But nature, it just conditions that soul person. And now that is too much pain, knowing that previous relations, previous family, but he cannot go there. That's why Lord gives that forgetfulness as well.
Thank you. Shall we conclude, Prabhuji, or what do we do? Shall we do 3 Hari Bols first?
Pati Mataji also wanted to share something.
Oh, okay.
Only, I think Prabhuji, you covered it. I was just saying the reincarnation, the memory of the Shanti Devi. It's such a sobering thought that, that at the time of death, you've got this material attachment. So you come back with that memory and how painful it will be with everybody around, your family, the current family. It just doesn't bear thinking about. And how important it is, total surrender to Krishna, how important that is, so that you remember him at the time of death and hopefully don't come back. So that for me was, that kind of stuck out. Thank you. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Thank you. Shall we all unmute and say 3 Hari Bols to Prabhuji, Debashis Prabhuji?
Hari
Bol.
You did wonderfully well. Thank you so much. Okay. Who would like to sing the Narsimha prayers today?
I'll do it.
You will do that? Yes. Okay. Yeah. That's fine. Do you want to say the before verses or straight to the...
I'll go to straight.
Okay.
Maybe everyone can follow, Mataji.
Yeah. Okay.
Namaste Narasimhaya.
Namaste Narasimhaya.
Saladu ladu daine. Hiranyakashipur bhakshaha.
Hiranyakashipur
Silatankanakulae.
Silatankanakulae.
Ito nasimho parato nasimho.
Ito nasimho parato nasimho.
Yata yata yami tato nasimho.
Yata yami tato nasimho.
Ahira simho ridaye nasimho.
Bahina simho hridaye nasimho.
Narasimhamadim sharanam prapade.
Narasimhadim sharanam prapade.
Tab kar kamal bhare nakam abhuta singam dalita hiranyakashipur tanuvindam keshavadhrita narhari rupa jai jagadisha hare. Jayo Jagadisha Hare. Jayo Jagadisha Hare.
हिरण्यकशिपु तनु बृन्दा केशवधृता नरहरिरूपा जय जगदीश हरे जय जगदीश हरे जय जगदीश हरे
जय नरसिंहदेव 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 जय नरसिंहदेव
जय
नरसिंहदेव 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 जय नरसिंहदेव
जय प्रहलाद महाराज प्रहलाद महाराज प्रहलाद महाराज जय प्रहलाद महाराज
जय
प्रहलाद महाराज जय प्रहलाद महाराज जय
प्रहलाद महाराज जय प्रहलाद महाराज
जय जय
प्रभुपाद प्रभुपाद
जय जय प्रभुपाद
जय जय प्रभुपाद जय प्रभुपाद
जय गौर हरि
हरि बोल
हरि बोल
हरि बोल
जय गौर हरि
हरि बोल
जय गौर हरि
हरि
बोल
बोल
हरि बोल नित्य
हरि
गौर
बोल
हरि
नित्य गौर हरि बोल
कोटि वैष्णव की
जय
जय
प्रभु जी की
प्रभुपाद की जय
जय
कोटि वैष्णव की
जय
assembled
जय
devotees की
जय
all glories to the assembled
हरे
जय
कृष्णा हरि
प्रेमानंदे
बोल
हरि हरि बोल
हरि हरि बोल
Shall we
थैंक
do
यू प्रभु
the
जी हरे
final?
कृष्णा
हरे कृष्णा
Hare Krishna.
थैंक
Shall
यू
we do the
हरे
final
कृष्णा
prayers?
वाञ्छाकल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपा सिन्धुभ्य एव च
Sindhu
पतितानां पावनेभ्यो
नमो
वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो
नमः
नमः अनन्तकोटिवैष्णववृन्द की जय श्रील प्रभुपाद की जय
जय
Thank you.
थैंक यू हरे
Thank you
कृष्णा
so much. Thank you all.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Also, thank you, Jai Mataji, for lovely anchoring.
जय माता जी की प्रिय लॉर्ड हरि बोल
No
Hari
problem.
हरि बोल हरि बोल हरि बोल हरि बोल थैंक यू सो मच माता
Thank you.
जी
Thank you so much. Thank you to all of you. Because of you that I can do all this, and Prabhuji. Thank you so much.
हरे कृष्ण
Hare Krishna. Thank you.
Hare Krishna.